you just observing?
Yeah, I haven't been able to do any training yet, so I figured I'd just watch anybody that's on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but Cleveland, the Cleveland area is usually pretty dead, but I don't know. I'm hoping with some activity on the ATC we could get more people flying to the Cleveland area, but I mean, I just recently got my Detroit major certification, so I'm on Detroit right now.
Yeah, I'm watching ground. Is the major certification just kind of like you can solo now?
Yeah, so you'll start out with your minor certification, and with that you can work at the minor fields, which is pretty much any field in the Cleveland Artec except for Detroit. Detroit's the only major field. Um, and then after that you're able to take your major exam, your major certification exam. And if you pass that, then you can start training for Detroit ground, which is a little bit more stressful. They threw me in there with about 70 planes, all requesting clearance at once. So,
Oh, jeez.
um, so it a good thing to work on, especially to make sure that you don't have to do a whole lot of trainings. Like mine took about 2 months. However, I did take a month break in between it because I had training stuff to do for the military, so I wasn't able to do that. Once I got back, I did like 2 more sessions, and then I got my S1. But do practice your clearances, because they're looking for speed on those. If you can issue those out quickly. Especially if you have a long line of like 5 aircraft that are trying to request clearance. So.
Okay. Yeah, because it seems like everything else is pretty straightforward radio stuff, right? Because you're only handling uh, taxi to the runway when you're ground, right?
Yes, taxi to and from the runway. So a lot of it is you gotta know. A lot of times, a lot of airports have certain taxiways that should be used regularly. With Detroit, it was really frustrating because there's a whole page of taxiway restrictions. What aircraft can't use these taxiways? You know, it all depends on, like, certain sized aircraft can't use certain taxiways. And they can't turn from, it's like you can't turn from one taxiway to another if your wingspan is greater than 135 feet, and it's like but also as ground you're in charge of clearance delivery as well. So you got to issue clearances to aircraft.
Yep.
That's actually one of my favorite parts of being a ground controller, actually. Of like giving the clearances and everything, and getting a little bit more practice on that. And then it also becomes pretty fun when I have a lot of traffic on the ground, and when I have to start sequencing aircraft and everything, and make sure they don't collide.
Yeah, right. Like if you're like S1 minor and you're just at Toledo or something, I'll just use that as an example because I live here.
Okay.
But like, if you're at Toledo or something and it's like one plane every 5 minutes, it's probably not very stressful.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, me and in my sweatbox, I had an aircraft taxiing to the runway. And apparently he said it was a sweatbox error, so he didn't say it was my fault, but the aircraft turned around, went behind him to go up to the taxiway, and all I saw on my scope was just the blips just getting closer to each other, and I'm like, no, wait, no, and then they just disappeared, and I'm like, I just
That's
caused.
terrifying.
Yeah, it is actually pretty terrifying. He turned around, and I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing? No, he was supposed to keep going straight to the, yeah, and then there was another aircraft on the taxiway. They came together, and then they disappeared. I'm like, did they die? Yeah, so that was my sweatbox experience right there.
I was watching Cleveland like half an hour ago, maybe, and
I did notice they're getting a little bit of traffic down there in Cleveland.
yeah, there was someone on approach, and he issued a clearance to a guy and gave him his taxi instructions, and then he just like missed his turn and swung wide into the grass, and I saw it on the scope, and then he just disconnected. So he must have been embarrassed or something.
Oh my god, I was when I first started with VATSIM, I was terrible with the taxiway, like because they would give me a taxiway or like taxiway instructions, and then either like it was either one of two things: either I forget the taxi instruction after I start moving, then I feel like an idiot because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna guess. Either that, or in my simulator, the taxiway isn't actually there. So I'm just taxiing down the taxiway feeling like an idiot. And then the controller comes over, yeah, you missed the taxiway. And I'm like, what the heck? There wasn't even a taxiway there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get good luck when it comes to certain airports with certain taxiways.
Yeah, Detroit's pretty complicated. I actually flew into Detroit yesterday, and the wind was something ridiculous, like gust 32, and then we had to sit in a traffic jam to get into the ramp. It was kind of annoying.
Oh, was there a lot of traffic?
Yeah, we actually had to get like sequenced for landing, so we ended up flying like way out over the
Oh,
lake. This like in real life, I flew from Kansas City to Detroit. Yeah, we got sequenced for landing, got sent way out over the lake, and then like by the time we got in, there was a big traffic jam at the Delta ramp, and it was real annoying.
yeah, in real life, like there's an aircraft landing at Detroit like every like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like I would like listen in, especially if I'm like driving there. We're like, I don't know if you've ever taken that freeway. It goes like right down like the end of the like, I think it's like right at the bottom of like 4 right down there. And you just like the aircraft would like land overhead of you. I would like tune into the to the Detroit tower, and they have aircraft just calling in like every few seconds, like landing. It's crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
one busy airport.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, I have to drive that way for work if I have to go into the office, and it's pretty cool to see. Like, you're only driving by the airport for like 3 minutes, but you'll see like 15 airplanes. It's insane.
Yeah, it is. Like it's a pretty busy airport. Yet, for some reason on the network here, it's well, I don't know, because when I used to play like FSX and stuff, Detroit was always busy on the network. Like, so I don't know what changed, but there used to be like all the time. You look at Detroit and there's always at least one aircraft there at any given moment on VATSIM. And now there's nothing.
Yeah, I'm surprised there hasn't been a single plane since
Yeah,
I joined.
I am too, actually. Like, Like normally when I'm like just poking around, trying to figure out where to control at, I usually see an aircraft at Detroit, and I'm like, dang, if only I could control there.
Yeah, I'm excited to even just get minor, because like you said, I think uh, if all you do is sit at a field, people will pick that one just because there's ATC.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, people are drawn to ATC. That's exactly me as well. When I'm planning on like flying somewhere, the first thing I do is look at what kind of ATC is online. And then I kind of pick an airport that has ATC coverage.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cleveland's a lot of fun. I think 23 of my hours this month is from no, actually it might be 24 hours of this month was actually from Cleveland. I have 1 hour at Buffalo. People say Buffalo is pretty busy, but I went on Buffalo and I sat there for an hour and I didn't get a single plane. So I was like, yeah. And then I have like 3 hours, I think, or something, on Pittsburgh. The night that I did Pittsburgh, it was actually pretty fun because we actually fully staffed Pittsburgh. So I was ground and clearance, and then I had a tower, approach, and center.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun. We got a shit ton of traffic. I swear.
Yeah, you just have to team up to make everybody wanna
Yeah,
fly there.
we were kind of going steady for a while, and then out of nowhere, a plane pops up, another plane pops up, another plane pops. There was 12 aircraft on the ground. That was my busiest session at one single time on the network so far. There was 12. I felt like I was right back in the Sweatbox server. Because the 12 aircraft popped up, and it wasn't long before they all started requesting their clearance. I got up to 5 requests at one time. So there was a waiting list of 5 aircraft waiting to get their clearance.
So do you go ahead, like, as soon as you see them pop up on your scope, do you just try and edit the flight plan as soon as you can so that when they call you, you're ready to go? Or do you wait until they call?
Yeah, that's what I do on the network. So pretty much as soon as they pop up, obviously that doesn't work if they all pop up really quickly, or if you're doing an event or something. If you're doing an event, that's like a Sweatbox server right there. That's like you got about 30 planes on the ground, and they're all going to request clearance at the same time. But usually on the network, when I'm just on a regular day, when they pop up, I load up their flight plan. Automatically, a flight strip gets created for me, and it makes a little notification sound. Then I go through that, I correct it, and then once he starts contacting me for clearance and stuff, that's when I start moving the flight strip around in my bay there. But yeah, but I do look it over, and then he'll like call in, and then I'll have his clearance ready to go right there, and then I just read it back to him.
Yeah. Do they help you with VRC settings in one of your first your sessions or whatever, or are you expected to kind of just do that yourself?
Are you talking about like how to connect to, like how to get that set up, or just preferences, like display preferences, or finding airports or stuff like that?
Just display stuff. Like I followed there's like a policy for how to get it installed and configured and connected. So I'm connected right now. I'm looking at Detroit, and I've got your audio if someone would ever show up. But yeah, like stuff like the flight strips and things like that. Do they cover that, or is that just kind of your preference?
So for me in the Sweatbox, It wasn't. I did a total of about 6 or 7 trainings. It wasn't until my very last training. Yeah, it was my very last training. It's when he gave me my S1. That's when he started talking to me about the flight strips. Now you can start using those at any time. If you're like, the way that you use them is really, it can vary, because they're just a tool. They're not really needed. I mean, some controllers will have you send the strips up to them. There's, oh, that's my ATIS. I have ATIS information Bravo now. But some like so normally what I do is I just send up flight strips, you know, when I hand off the aircraft. There was one occasion where he contacted me and just said, "Hey, I don't want flight strips," and I was like, "Okay." So I just started deleting them. But it's really based on like preference and stuff. I'm sure they'll show you how to use that and stuff. The way I use it for the sweatbox is a lot different than I use it on regular VATSIM. Because on regular VATSIM I have it automatically create me a flight strip when an aircraft files a flight plan that has my airport as the departure. So it automatically gets put in there when they file their flight plan. And if you have 70 aircraft on the ground, that's unnecessary, and your flight strip bay gets filled up really fast. It's one of the issues I was having on my Detroit training, because my clearances were super slow. It was taking me about 15 minutes for some aircraft for them to get their clearance. But they then told me that it would be better for those situations to just turn that setting off, remove all of my sections in the strip bay, and just create a flight strip for every aircraft that requests a clearance. And then I can order them in the bay so that I know which one called in first, and then I just go up the line and fill it out. And then I could put runway assignment as well. Detroit's a little bit tricky because you gotta know what runway assignment to give, because certain departures have certain runways.
Yeah.
So that's also what I put in the flight strip as well, is their runway. Just so that when they call in for a taxi, I just look at their flight strip and I'm like, oh, okay. So his flight plan is taking him to 4 right, so then I don't have to pull up my notes and look at his flight, his departure, and look at my notes, and oh, okay, so that's the runway that, yeah. No.
Yeah. So you have pretty solid notes for just Detroit at this point?
Yeah, I have a bit of notes for every airport. Every airport's like really different, which is really, really weird. It took me a little bit of getting used to just controlling Pittsburgh ground from coming from Cleveland, because the way we do things at Cleveland International Airport is quite a bit different than how we do it in Pittsburgh. So every airport has their own SOP, and before you move, or before you decide to start controlling a new airport, you have to go through the SOP for that airport and kind of educate yourself on how the operations work over there. So it's like really weird. No two airports are the same.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but
so you go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's it was pretty funny because it was Gavin. He was getting on because I was on Buffalo, but I had switched over to Pittsburgh, and he's like, "Oh wait, since when working on Pittsburgh?" And then he had to switch his stuff over to Pittsburgh, and he's like, Here, let me look up this Pittsburgh. I don't even know how to work this Traycon." Like, so I mean, even he was doing approach for me that day, but yeah, like we just kind of wing it sometimes.
Yeah. So right now, even though there's no one flying here, you're building your 20 hours or whatever before you can start S3.
I don't. I'm definitely. I can't do S3 yet because I
Or
haven't finished my
S2,
S2.
yeah.
But actually, I didn't know if there was a hour requirement. I mean, I'm at 28 hours now total. Started this month. So from first of this month, I gotten 28 hours so far. Yeah, I didn't know there was an hour requirement for S2, but I did
Oh, I don't know.
I did go back to the Vet USA Academy. I did not miss that place. I did not miss the academy. I went back there, and it was actually I think the same day that I got my S1. I did my classes for S2 and took the S2 exam, and I passed that. So I'm just I have to fill out this knowledge check exam they just assigned to me today. At some point, I got to fill that out, and then I'll be able to eventually. They told me to take my time. Kind of get familiar with ground first, a bit more, and get some more time controlling it and stuff before I start worrying about getting training for S2, because they have so many new people, new observers that they have to train for S1. So
Yeah, that's me.
so your trainings are gonna, I think, get prioritized a little bit to get you your S1. Then hopefully after that I'll be able to start training for tower. So
Yeah.
but that would be pretty cool.
Is S2, is that just tower and then...
Yeah, that's just tower. S3 would be approach and departure, and then from there you get center. So
Yeah.
your base, like from there, I think after S3 it goes on to control, or C1 for controller one or something. Like you're no longer a student technically. Because I'm like a student one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Technically, I don't know. But yeah, then you go on to I probably wouldn't do a whole lot of center work. I don't
Seems
know.
kind of stressful.
Yeah, definitely, because you gotta for all the uncontrolled airports within your airspace, you gotta control those too. So.
Yeah.
So that would be a little bit hectic of a job, especially if you're somewhere busy.
Yeah.
But
Plus,
I think,
if you do if you go all the way to like S3 on Detroit, people are gonna fly in and out of Detroit. Like you don't.
yeah, yep, yeah. What I'm really looking forward to though is being able to work tower, because yeah, tower and ground are my favorite positions.
Mhm.
So I think approach would be kind of cool, kind of neat, but it's also another one of those jobs. It's like, because For me especially, when I'm doing clearance delivery stuff, if I screw up a clearance or whatever, if because we have to follow the SOPs of
Yeah.
other sectors, but so if I don't give them a proper routing to their destination, then there's departure that'll fix it. So, like for me, it's not a big for clearance delivery. Like when you're in the Sweatbox server, though, they are gonna really stress on that. They're also gonna stress on checking the flight plan to make sure that it's not like unflyable. There's gonna be a lot of them that you have to like fix quite a bit of the route. I had a on the Sweatbox. I had a FedEx. It was a FedEx. And they filed their entire route was direct, then the destination airport.
So you have to like fill in the departure, but then also
You gotta at that point you gotta fill in the whole route. You have to like give them a whole entire route for that. But I'm like, what the heck? Direct to your destination. That's.
yeah.
Apparently, he said, "Screw the departures and arrivals. I just want to fly direct." See, that's that same-day delivery right there. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so usually what we do is we look up a real-world route, and as long as it's within our letter of agreements with the arrival airport sector and our sector, we just copy and paste and give them that route. We're like, yep, here you go.
Right. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of the flight data test on the website.
Those practices, yeah.
And that seems like what most of it is like their route is semi-coherent, and you just need to make sure that you're following the LOA. And it seems like as if they're not flying to a neighboring facility, it seems like we just don't really even care about the clearance.
Yeah, for me, now when you're doing your first few trainings, they are really gonna like hammer down on that, even if they're like across the world. Like they're gonna hammer down on that. But once you get a little bit closer to your S1, and then once you start working on major work, they start to not really care if it's like places that are pretty far out, because by then they're gonna go through a departure and a center, and both of those controllers would be able to fix that flight plan. Because as a clearance delivery, your main job is just making sure that they're gonna get out of this airport safely and according to our procedures. And once they're out of our airspace, doesn't matter. That's their route.
Yeah.
So whatever they filed, we're just gonna. I mean, unless it's going somewhere like Chicago, Indianapolis. I think Atlanta has some restrictions for them too, but stuff like that. Unless they're going there, then we don't care. Whatever you file.
Right.
But, I had this one guy in the Sweatbox too. I was like, it was pathetic. He had a transition into an arrival at his destination, but forgot the arrival. Like, how do you forget an entire arrival for your route? I don't know. He just wanted to radar vectors from his final waypoint to the airport.
Yeah, that seems to be like what most of the practice ones cover.
Yeah.
Is just making sure that you're playing nice with the LOAs for the arrivals and stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's also what I really hated about the Sweatbox service is because every one you get, you can expect there to be at least one thing wrong with it. And most of the time it's the route, and it sucks because those are most time consuming to fix. So you'd be like, oh my god, look at this. This is completely incorrect. Like, how the heck? I had one guy that, he was flying to Boston, but had a Toronto arrival.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was like, that one screwed me up because I didn't care about the arrival. I mean, I just searched up the Toronto airport just to make sure that like just to see if there was any LOAs for that airport, and there wasn't any in the database. So I was like, you know what, whatever. He filed it, so I put it in. I give him the clearance, and then after the training, he was like, "Oh, do you remember this aircraft?" Yeah, he was flying to Boston, but his arrival plan was for Toronto. I was like, "Wow, looks like he's going to Toronto then." Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I had a lot of fun times on the Sweatbox.
Yeah, some of those would be weird no matter what. Like if you file a flight plan and you say you're going to Boston in the flight plan, and then you file routes for Toronto, like nothing clearance says to you is gonna indicate that their change was to fix that, right?
Like what do you mean? Like
you're gonna give off, like you're gonna read off a new route, but like you're probably not gonna say anything to say like, hey, I switched you from Toronto to Boston, because like what if they accidentally what if they meant to fly to Toronto, or and their route was actually correct, but they got the airport wrong or something, you know?
Yeah, you're supposed to clarify that up.
Okay.
Mike, you're gonna be on center.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So that's gonna be my handoff 119.87.
Yes, 1987.
Fantastic.
And you running South Flow there?
Running what? I'm running.
Are you running South Flow?
Oh yes, yeah. We're doing South Flow. I actually didn't even check the wind. Okay, good.
Okay,
The wind lines up anyway. Yeah, we're doing South Flow at Detroit.
Cool. Looks like a pretty easy night. Not too many aircraft anywhere.
We've been talking for like 15 minutes, and there hasn't been a single departure out of Detroit.
Yeah, it's been very quiet.
You never use the Q word.
The what word?
The Q word, quiet.
Oh, is that a rule?
You know, I used to be a 911 dispatcher, and that was a rule. You never say it's quiet. It doesn't matter what time of day or night.
Oh, is it because that's when the calls start coming in?
You got it. And I use that same rule for here because then you start getting slammed.
I said that the other night on Pittsburgh, and then we had 12 aircraft show up out of the blue. Like it went from dead to 12 aircraft on the ground. And
Yep,
I'm like,
it does that.
yep, not quite anymore.
If you're looking to stay on a little bit, Mike, yeah, I could take Cleveland or Pittsburgh Tower off. Probably.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be on for at least an hour.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on for a lot longer as well.
I would take Metro, but I can't just yet, Austin.
Oh, okay. Are you? Are
They
you?
just made the S2 like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, did
Finally.
you just got the S2?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
I just got my major for S1 about
Yeah, I saw
an
that.
hour ago.
Always
Actually, more
awesome
than
when
an hour.
multiple people get rated in one day.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's nice to see a lot of promotions all on the same day.
I haven't been promoted in forever.
Well, you're a C3, so you can't really get promoted.
No, I'm old.
I've never been promoted.
Yeah,
Yet the day will come.
yeah.
Yeah, I just have to work out some training times that are dad friendly.
You'll get there. You will get there.
See, whenever I'm on center, I get field promotions to take over center while I go to the restroom or stuff. So, you might just get thrown in.
Put me in, coach.
Hey Mike, throw me in center.
All yours, priming on up.
You know how to send people to Unicom, right? That's all you need to know.
Yeah, center is offline. They're gonna be like, aren't you the center controller? No. I'm just holding his spot while he's in the bathroom.
Did you didn't hear the other week about our American 8303 that Aiden just logged off by the time he was airborne a second time, and Gavin was now on approach departure, and he tells him the Senate's gone on strike, got Unicom 1228, and he's just like, what's the center frequency again? He's just like 122.8, and he actually calls in on Unicom and tries to check in 3 times before going back, still at 14,000. Amazingly, the one thing he understood out of climb by a SID, he didn't. I taught him how to put it in the SID, and he didn't learn how to do it. I taught him how to do it, and after he takes off, what's your first waypoint? He's got the Great Lake 4 departure, Dobro transition. What's your first waypoint? India Oscar Whiskey. Iowa City. It's all the way in the middle of Chicago's airspace. Gavin types up an app. Chicago, ask for direct Iowa City for this guy. And Chicago's just like, do what you want, man. I'm closing. Okay, Mike, don't see any activity around here. I'm seeing south flow right now for Cleveland. If there's anything else you want to let me know, otherwise I can consider it my control.
Your control, Steve.
I control you.
I'm not all about that long transfer brief either.
Yeah, me neither. There's nobody here, so it's just like we're in South Flow. I'm gonna put up an ATIS. I'll tell you what the letter is once I get it up.
I'm going to be a bad center controller tonight because if they don't contact me, sorry, I'm not sending contact.
That's your style.
Oh. By the way,
This
Mike.
guy's already halfway through Pittsburgh and on his way to Philadelphia and still hasn't contacted me. Oh well.
This guy's cutting through a corner of your airspace that you're not caring about right now. The other day,
By the way,
worked
Mike,
on
we're,
us, send
we're
me somebody.
Bravo here.
the other day I took off out of Pittsburgh, but I was going straight into Indy airspace, and I didn't realize center came on right as I was taxiing to the end of the runway. I was climbing, where it was like, oh, didn't see you come on. He's like, that's fine. I was like, I was just about to go right out of airspace anyway. So what was he going to tell me to do except climb and maintain 340, and then Unicom Indy's offline.
I was at Seattle, and I was texting to the runway, and as I got to the end of the runway, apparently ground came online, and they told me to contact them, so I did. And then they gave me my route clearance, and then they said, next time contact ground before you leave the gate. I'm like,
Well, he just came on there, dude.
I'm like, ground just came on. It was Unicom when I left the gate, but whatever.
Some people are horrible with that, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, I don't know why I'm getting in trouble. You just came online. Now you're yelling at me for calling into Unicom, saying that I was taxiing to the active? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, like this was called a levy, so I know what he's doing. So like he was on one like took like 10 minutes or something. It said by the time I contacted him, but he never sent me anything. And part of that was probably just him trying to get everything set up. That's just the way center goes.
Yeah.
I just realized that I haven't put in my Miami hours in like 5 months.
Oh, no.
They still haven't dropped me.
Oh, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, I probably should put in some Miami hours soon.
Oh, I just realized my Ada still says S1.
How was the tower trainings?
Today, I think Dylan went a little easy on me because that was much easier than my other two OTSs.
Oh, really?
I think so, but like at the same time, I feel like I performed a heck of a lot better than I have in a little while. Just, I was able to try and slow myself down because my big problem is I'll just be like thinking too fast and forgetting to say things that I definitely know or forgetting orders.
Yeah, I am kind of the same way.
Honestly, tower is much easier than ground,
Oh, is it really?
in my personal opinion.
Okay, I might have to pay attention with my introductory lessons because I was not picking up anything from the VAT USA, from the academy. I was writing it all down in my notes, and about halfway through, I was like, what am I even writing down?
For the tower stuff?
Yeah, for the tower stuff. But I passed the exam, so...
Yeah. I mean, the exam, like, if you can Google all the questions, it's kind of, your fault if you can't pass it.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they ever brought back that academy.
It's...
Was it gone for a while?
Yep, whenever I started, we didn't have academy. It actually got disbanded, I think, 6 months earlier. And it just came back last year.
Pretty much everything that like is in the academy, we also have something at Cleveland for, and it's a little bit more relevant to our exact airport.
Yeah.
The Cleveland training documentation is usually what I will refer back to rather than that USA stuff. It's just
Yeah,
it's easier to access.
my VAT USA stuff is stored somewhere deep on a hard drive on my computer. Hey Mike, call up somewhere, get us some planes.
I'm trying.
We have 3 aircraft in our airspace, plus 1 on the ground at Cochrane.
They're all at Akron?
No, just 1's on the ground at Akron.
I've
Which
never
I'd like
seen
to
I've never
attack.
seen anybody go to Akron.
It's rare. You should have seen when Pilot Club had to fly into Latrobe one time. That was ridiculous. Only Noah was online all of Center having a training session with Dylan. I decided to crash the party, fly in as the Spirit Wings, because just when else am I going to have a chance to fly into Latrobe where there's traffic?
Yes.
Like, I wasn't cruel. I could have just flown in a helicopter or something.
Goddamn. I'm looking at Noah's thing he posted. Did someone just ask if they were at ETW?
On your frequency?
No, and no, in the general, the picture that Noah sent.
Oh no, I was trying to understand what the servers are, I guess. So this is a winning deal.
Like, yeah, you know what? I want to do that on VATSIM now. Go somewhere random and just be like, "Hey, am I in Boston right now?" Am I in the same game as you? Like, are we playing the same game?
Actually, that doesn't matter on VATSIM.
Just ask the controller, like, are you playing Microsoft Flight Simulator 2, or do I need to switch to FSX?
Flight Sim 2, like back from 1980 something.
Oh, yes.
Totally VATSIM compatible.
VATSIM compatible. I want to see that model matching. I also want to see some planes on the ground. Come on.
They're all in plan shop. I'm actually a little surprised. No, there looks like there's one. Oh, it's not from Jack. Usually when Atlanta's busy, we get at least a few to Metro.
I'm gonna check Atlanta actually, because that is a
They
very
have like 20 departures. It's insane.
Atlanta is always
Welcome to
busy.
Atlanta on the Friday.
Oh yeah. Oh yep. Yep. Oh yeah.
Nassau
44
approach is kinda
departures
cool.
right now.
I've seen them on before.
They have 36 arrivals and 44 departures.
Yeah, on the ground they had like 20 left. I saw, like just stood apart. It was insane. Just wait until they actually have a formal event for FNO. Just Atlanta. Trying to do my part by making it a formal V Spirit event as well. So like V Spirit pirate pilots. I don't think we'll get any V Spirit pirates. I mean, if they're inbound from Tampa, maybe.
I mean, yeah.
Yar.
Do you think Atlanta has ramp controllers?
They do for events, I think.
They do have ramp controllers?
I don't think it's regular, but I think they do.
Oh, okay.
I've wanted to do so for Metro as well, just because if last event we had, if I hadn't been telling people in the Delta ramp to predominantly push north, call me short of uniform for taxi, or telling them to push north in general, I would have had just people every which way in the ramp want to come in and out. It would just have been insane. So having people tell them push north at your discretion, face north, call again short of uniform for taxi, it ended up working out. I'm gonna have to coordinate with what the ground guys tomorrow as well. I can doctor up by PDC. Last time I did PDC delivery for an event at Metro, just mentioning like call the spot number, ramp spot number, helped most people figure out to call at the end of the ramp, not just in the middle. But just, I don't want them calling at the south end of the ramp if we're just going to have a ton of aircraft coming in. I don't know if we're going to be busy enough to run triples tomorrow, but we're going to be busy tomorrow. Rob, if there's a day to observe anything, it's probably sometime tomorrow if you can. Like, it'll be.
I mean, that
it'll
would
a busy
be.
day.
That's the. Is that the event tomorrow?
There's Transcon. There's then Minneapolis' northern thingy-ma-what's. And then also Alpaca Airways is crashing Transcon. So that usually brings 50 to 60 planes in an hour. Just the Alpacas. Also, with their European terminology, they piss Gavin off.
I'm hoping
Get
somebody
up,
like spawns.
Huzzah.
Like if someone could like spawn into, you know, to do a Detroit to Atlanta. Like, come on, that's a standard route.
Actually, there are 2 standard routes.
What's the other one?
The Calvin 2 Stacey, Catchman Andre, Catchman Andre, and then the other one is Barry 2. Yeah, Barry 2, whatever the transition on Barry 2 is. Something, but that's the chipper route. It's the one to the west. Basically, if Atlanta just gets stupid, like you offer both usually from Detroit, but like if Atlanta gets stupid swamped from like ZDC and ZNY and Boston, like just give them the other route, just because otherwise you'll just have too many people coming in from the northeast and not that many people coming from the northwest like theirs.
It's really crazy how one airport could get that much traffic.
It does in real life.
I mean, it does too. It is.
Busiest airport in the world for a reason.
It is. It is the busiest airport in the world. So I guess it kind of matches with that, but.
I mean, the airspace system of the country is designed to cope with Atlanta being the busiest airport in the world, so naturally it's going to deliver a high volume of aircraft to Atlanta, so it kind of just makes sense a lot of pilots are flying to Atlanta.
Yeah. Like where it is, it's just kind of like, it's just asking to be the busiest place in the world.
Boston's an interesting one, why it's so busy on VATSIM. That's just because they're on all the time.
I mean, yeah, we gotta be on more here in Cleveland. Like in the Cleveland art.
Trying.
We gotta.
We were like number 17 or 18 in VAT USA. Not good.
Out of what?
Out of 21, I think we have. So I think it's 20 RTAX plus the PCF.
Yeah, we gotta step up our game, don't we?
Yeah.
I would log on more, but not a whole lot of people stay around for hours on end. It's just like in 45 minutes and everyone's off, so it's like, okay, why am I gonna log on for that?
Well, I mean, when I get on, I try to stay on for at least a couple or a few hours. Especially because you might have someone that like is trying to plan out a route and to get ATC, and they're like, they have you as a destination, and it's gonna take a couple hours just to get to you. So I mean, like, I waited out. You know, I'm like, okay, naturally, eventually, like, someone's gonna look at my airport and be like, you know what, I want to fly there.
Yeah, like someone just spawned in at Milwaukee flying in the metro. They weren't there a little while ago. I think now that I have S2, I'm gonna be able to like log on just spontaneously more without like a center approach on above. Just like I can offer an aircraft a full flight now. I can give someone pattern work if they want.
Yeah. If someone wants pattern work, then that is, you're controlling their whole flight right there. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, my service ends once they get to the runway.
Yeah. For now.
Although I feel like it's a good portion of the flight.
Does Toronto have 6 departures and like they're controlled until elsewhere? Pearson has.
Are you at
6
Cleveland?
Departures. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get swamped out of nowhere.
No.
If you do, I'll watch you from across the pond.
your oceanic wind. April
Does
1.
anybody know if AirNav's hours for tower operations is Zulu or local?
If you're trying to figure out if Lakefront Tower is core,
Yeah, I don't feel like pulling up Forward Flight to check it
I
out.
am looking up flight aware because I think it mentions. No, it doesn't.
What I would do to take away this fear of being loved, allegiance to the pain. Now I fucked up and I'm missing you. I'll never be like you. I would give anything to
2300 local apparently. AirNav.
Local, okay.
Now I fucked up and I'm missing you. I'll never be like you. I'm only human, can't you see? I made a mistake. Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay. 'Cause I got it. Ooh, I'll never be like you. I'm only human, can't you see? I made a mistake. Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay. 'Cause I got it. Ooh, I'll never be like you. How do I make you
Oh, I do got an aircraft coming from Milwaukee.
been on my own, missing the way you
Yep.
taste. Now I'm fucked up and I'm missing you. I'll never be like
I've got 2 arrivals coming.
Stop looking at me with those eyes like I could disappear.
Yeah, it looks like on AirNav they're local time.
Now I'm fucked up and I'm missing
Yeah, they're all pretty far out.
It would it would be kind of silly for the airport to open at 700 Zulu when that's 3 on local.
Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay. 'Cause I got it. Ooh, I'll never be like you.
United 713 is actually going to get full flight clearance.
Just look me in my face.
If
Everything's okay. 'Cause I got it.
You say if he calls in?
he leaves in time.
Oh.
I'm falling on my knees.
I don't know how Chicago feels.
I'm a fucking fool. I'm begging, darling, please absolve me of my sins.
Yeah, because he'd be going up to Chicago Center, then to Cleveland Center,
Falling on my knees.
which will handle his approach,
I'm a fucking
and then to ground.
I'm begging, darling, please
I don't want to approach services.
Hey, at least you don't have to do it for Dunbar and his whiny MD8 at the time.
For Dunbar?
You remember that? The MD80 that just like whined in your ear and you were literally counting the times you had to talk to him before you had to hand it to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Alex Dunbar. Flying the MD80.
That was really Dunbar?
Yeah, I think you mentioned it. Actually. Couldn't tell because his thing was just like, "Nyeh."
I remember the aircraft and it doing that. I just didn't know it was him. At least
Yeah.
I don't remember it being him.
Pretty sure you mentioned it before I mentioned it even.
Holla.
What's up? party.
Adam, get us some planes.
How do I do it?
I don't care.
Alt F4.
Garage.
Oh. Wait, let me try all F4 right now.
Hey, no.
Yep. Hey, yeah, Mike. Detroit ground is offline.
Did you actually?
Ain't no way.
No, I didn't actually know.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Don't make me start swearing over here.
I was about to recommend you for remedial training for doing that.
Oh. No,
Yikes.
shut.
Remedial training as soon as he got his cert today.
Oh.
We start tomorrow.
Dang. See, now that would suck.
Guess the guy at Akron doesn't want to leave.
Akron is too inviting.
Briggs, Knoxville? Roger.
I was gonna say, every time I try to go to Akron, I want to get out as soon as possible, so...
Should get on Akron Canton Tower.
You want Akron Can Tower?
If you do, you'd probably get more traffic than I will.
Roger.
That's the thing. Metro doesn't get any traffic.
I mean, sometimes it does, but most of the time it's
It deserves more.
You're
it
better off in
deserves.
Cleveland or
Yeah,
Buffalo.
I didn't get anything in Buffalo.
It's gotten Metro like pretty busy, but like it will also get that busy at Cleveland, and like you don't use Metro.
Wherever the arrival's coming in, just get on there for like 15 minutes. By the way, as a staff member, I do not recommend that.
Okay.
Especially if you're a radar controller, because then you just have to pick up everyone's track.
There's a... and I'm not supposed to say the specifics, but there's a gun point in my head.
Roger.
Oh, okay, okay. I will definitely not be doing that.
Sure. Be quiet, sure.
Wow.
So what you're saying is I should hop on somewhere for 5 minutes and then switch to where there's
No!
no traffic.
Well, you can, if you want to. But I'd reference our facility policy before you
It
do
was
stuff.
removed
Oh,
from
yeah,
our
well.
facility policy.
No way.
Yeah.
But aren't the facility policies just suggestions? I mean, you have to put that on there, don't you?
I know you did not
For
just
legal
say that.
reasons, I have to say no, they are not suggestions.
It's like the age requirement on a box.
See, not being staff, I can tell you the last time I read the facility policy was probably 10 years ago, so...
Well, I can tell you, being staff, I've never read it to date.
There's no way.
They think I'm joking. No,
I know
kidding.
you're not. Oh, that's what I was saying.
Matter of fact, whenever I became ATM here way moons ago, I just stole somebody else's facility policy and changed the names on it. They've done a lot better than what I've done. Or did.
Alright, Mike, Akron, Canton Tower, please.
Your control.
Yeah, your control.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
There's actually someone on the ground.
Yeah.
Look, he's
You working on your
already getting
CFI?
more traffic than I am.
Alright, my control, EA.
You working on your CFI map, Mike?
What was that?
You working on your CFI?
I am.
Nice. I wish I was in the Cleveland area, but I'm not. I'm in Chicago.
I am moving back to Pittsburgh in September. I told the school you have 3 months to get me through multi.
Interesting. Where are you going right now?
I'm in Dallas. But they just raised my rent if I want to renew in September to $2,300 a month, so no.
Yeah, no. Damn. Any suggestions or tips for a commercial student pilot? Presuming that you've probably finished it recently.
My private?
No, commercial.
Oh, commercial I finished in February, so my CFI has been nothing but ridiculous. I've only flown once a month since February.
Any tips for commercial? Getting through commercial?
Ooh, getting through commercial. Probably
Yeah.
Shondel's was the biggest thing for my DPE. You're going to do steep turns, so make sure you know how to do steep turns like the back of your hand.
Well, that's fine. It's just the Chandels and Lazy 8. Did they make you do Lazy 8s?
No, it's either Shondel's or Lazy 8s. It's not both.
Oh. Interesting.
Most will choose the Shondel.
Oh, you could pick? Well, I don't
No,
know.
they pick, but just most DPs across the country pick Shondel's.
Mike, Cleveland approach, please.
Sure. I have no traffic, I believe, running south flow, and yeah, that's it.
My control, yes.
Just T.
Hey, Gavin. I might take Akron from you.
Akron sector?
Sector, yeah.
I want the Akron sector.
I'll take all of Satellite from you.
Do you just want the whole Tracon?
No. You take Akron, and I take Mansfield. No.
I don't. If you want to work, then you may as well take the whole thing. And then I can get on, like, ground or something.
No, I only want the Akron
Lakefront
sector.
Tower.
Open up.
Akron, Canton approach.
No,
Well,
that
still
was
Cleveland
decommissioned.
approach.
What time does act close?
There used to be a Akron Canton approach.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Akron's supposed to be closed right now. Most facilities
Either
close
that or
zeros
closes
Zulu.
either that or it closes in 3 minutes.
The tower doesn't close, but the sector does go under Zob control. Let me see the exact time.
It's in the Cleveland RTEC SOP. Right? Yeah.
I think it is.
Oh, it's not in there.
It's in the.
Oh crap, if this guy
Oh, no,
called
it
me, I
is.
didn't have audio.
Yeah, so
That's about-
Cleveland South closes 00. Which I think. Was 8 o'clock.
If it's AirNav, it shoots local. Yeah, it closes midnight local. That's so you have an hour.
My second time working Akron Canton Tower on the network. The first time was questionable.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's no way.
Definitely was not your fault that Adam Beal did the 2-minute stop and go. You definitely cleared him for
Man, I did not like that.
all for the option each time.
You're gonna clear a pilot for the option, expect them to do a stop and go.
No, Adam specifically said clear touch and go, and Adam Veal each time was like, okay, we're clear for the option. And Adam's like,
Did he
"Okay,
read that back?
clear touch and go.
And controller's gotta make sure that he hears
Yeah,
that.
yeah, Adam would say negative clear touch and go.
Oh.
I pretty much have to say stop and go and available other options approved every time.
Just clear touch and go. It's much
Yeah,
easier.
that's yeah.
Some mentors just didn't like it.
Give him a number, give him my number. We should do that. That'd be fun.
Possible pilot deviation of a number for you to call if I was ready to go. Give
They
him
call the
T-
Cleveland staff team.
070776265.
They
No,
call the
give him
Cleveland staff
give
team.
him the
That's fun.
TMU hotline. Is that still in service?
Yeah. And
Who
if you look
owns
at
it?
the if you look at the Hooked on Phoenix event, if you call that number, it's Lasco talking.
Huh?
Find the Hooked on Phoenix event. I think it's in September.
If someone ever gave me a number on this network, I'd call it 3:30 in the morning. I really.
Thinking about setting up a automated number.
Do people give numbers on the network?
No.
Oh. Swear, like,
I'm gonna
Give 'em a
email my
number to copy.
a lot. 440-707-6265.
Actually, you know what? I could probably set up a Google number and then we could just give it to people.
Yeah, that was the thought. Like,
Hey Laura,
this was, yeah.
you want an F-16?
Oh, god.
Then I would
Oh.
also be getting off
Yeah.
because I'm not dealing with you.
You're cleared to crash. Maintain altitude 6 feet under. Transponder
Roger.
code 666. Proceed direct to hell.
Wow. This guy's just gonna sit here all night, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's sleeping in the plane.
Hey Mike, would you mind giving JetBlue 2206 a spin?
No. I know who it is, so.
That's why they want you to do it.
It's good. BVI 1420 asked me, like, can you tell me if there's any weather in my flight plan? I was about to be like, JetBlue 2206, can you give us a weather breakdown?
Approach Akron Kenton Tower.
What do you want?
Your control, yeah.
What? No, I don't want this walker. Okay, fine.
Your control.
What flow is Akron?
South, VMC.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be right back.
By the way,
Oh.
nobody on this network wants to have to actually file an ATC report because I had to do that for the first time about a month ago, and it's horrible.
Well, you know what? Just to try it out, I'm creating a Google Voice number that links to my phone. Possible pilot deviation, contact, or advisory to copy a number,
Oh yes.
and then they'll call me,
Just go off.
and I'll ask them what happened.
Like, whenever I got the number, I thought I did something wrong, and what happened was I actually hit a coyote on the runway. I came into land, and yeah, I couldn't stop in time.
Like, 'cause we have a lot of those here. Like, a lot. They just keep walking around on the field. Really everywhere there's coyotes on the runway.
Is the thing, but like sometimes they just literally want to ask a question.
Wait, was it at a control field that you hit the coyote?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they crossed the runway for some odd reason. You'd think they would learn, considering it's a busy Delta airport, but
Mike, we're Charlie now. You're welcome.
oh, Detroit man, I'm like, what do you mean we're Charlie now? Like, what?
We're a Class Charlie airspace.
Hey, you have a departure at Metro.
Detroit Metro is now Class Charlie.
Just disregard the outer ring.
All the time. Oops, I have no clue how long that handoff was sitting there from Chicago. My bad.
It's okay. Chicago hands off stupid early.
They really do. One of these days they handed me a guy off like 110 miles in their airspace, and I let it sit until he was 10 miles out. 100 miles he sat there flashing. Cause no, I'm not gonna take it that early.
Yeah.
Gavin, you want to call this number?
Sure.
If I call at the same time, will it be a line as busy?
Probably. I'm taking another report right now. I gotta wait. Call back at 5.
You just hand out reports like Andy. Oh man. Can't give a fuck. Alright, so we got an aircraft on the ground. I think I was about to lose my mind. Let's get a quick refresh. This one should be inbound from Milwaukee. Shortly, so. We got one departure. Going Lexington. Still no Atlanta traffic, which I don't even get that. Every time I fly to Atlanta, because I fly Delta, so I always fly as Delta. So every time I go to Atlanta, I'm always coming from Detroit. Like that is a very common route that I do on the network. That's ridiculous. And also because Detroit's kind of like my home airport.
Zob Team U is great.
How active? But I gotta get the whole script set up. Like there has to be a whole script. Google Drive. I'm coming.
Who the hell is handing off to me?
Toronto, probably.
Jerks.
I'm handing you Delta 5714. He's gonna be at the south terminal of Detroit Metro. You got him.
He.
Yeah, Toronto's got some guys coming into our airspace. It's from handoffs.
A joke.
Those guys are gonna skim the top of our airspace. Gonna be like, I don't really want to go to
That-
Minneapolis. Holy shit! In our small little area, in Minneapolis.
You left?
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was done flying for the day.
Me?
No, the guy in Akron.
What's... Can you do something like to keep me not from going insane over here?
F-16?
I prefer not an F-16.
That will make you go insane, actually.
Roger.
Yeah, can you just like get a Cessna?
And what, fly to Lorraine County?
I don't know. Don't do practice approaches.
Windsor.
I'm unable due to
Windsor,
workload.
Toronto's
Roger,
on.
I'm gonna do practice approaches.
Unable during the workload.
Unable due to my workload, I need practice approaches.
Too bad, you can figure it out yourself. Vector yourself. I'm not doing it. I'm here to have a good time.
I'm here to be Adam.
Huh? I don't get it.
For first place.
You
I-
realize first place thing means nothing when you go up against Jay Hiller, right?
Am I not in first place anymore?
I don't know.
You're in
I think
third.
Jared knows.
I just know Jay Hiller is almost always number one.
20. You're third actually. 29 hours. How many hours do I have? 20.
I have 12. I have like 13 hours.
Oh, okay. So you're toast.
I have no idea.
I don't care what place I am. I just control a little bit, and then I don't do anything for the rest of the month, and then I control a little bit, and don't do anything for the rest of the month.
I think I control a lot more when I have this too. Unless it's like this all the time.
Come on, Delta 5714.
Lauren, do exclamation point sync.
What?
Because you need the S2 roll, of course.
Oh, on the Discord? Gotcha.
Gavin gave me mine.
Can't do that anymore. Aiden took my ability because I
Where-
guess no
Where
one's
do I
letting
do
me-
it? Is there like a bot channel or something?
Just do it in general. It'll delete the message.
Hey, Detroit
If
Ground.
not, I'll do
Good
it.
evening, Delta.
Exclamation mark?
14 would like to pick up
Yeah,
flight clearance to
explanation.
Lexington Bluegrass.
Explanation.
Y-
Okay then.
SYNC.
He's
I'll
in
The
do it
line
again.
with the dot.
Or however you spell
Delta
sync, I don't know.
5714 Metro Ground. You are cleared to
Discord!
Lexington Bluegrass Airport via the Berry 2
Discord!
departure. Sinker transition, then... Oh, that was the...
Problem solved.
Yes, Discord.
Discord.
I blame the sweatbox trainings.
Roger.
Sounds good though.
Delta 5714 Metro Ground. You're cleared to Lexington Bluegrass Airport via the Berry 2 departure.
My very
Sinker-
first time
Sinker
controlling.
transition,
like-
then as file.
I
Climb via
like the
SID.
third clearance I
Flight
gave. I
level
miskeyed.
220
and
10 minutes after
Wax
departure.
was the one who
Departure
shouted
frequency
Discord.
is going to be
Discord.
Cleveland Center on 119.
We're like, Discord!
Squawk
That'll get the
4147.
point across.
It was a
All
good
right, we're going to be clear
clearance,
to
though.
Lexington Bluegrass via the Berry 2 Sinker transition in its file. Climb via the SID. Expect flight level 220 10 minutes after departure.
Who's
Departure
controlling for the
frequency is going
event?
to be Cleveland Center,
I am.
119.
We need controllers if you'd like to help.
Squawk 4147 for Delta
What, I
It will probably be a last minute sign up, but I should be free.
Delta 5714, read correct. Advisement ready taxi. Expect
Is that
runway
considered a sign up?
21 right for departure.
It's a
21 right for
tentative sign
departure,
up.
Delta 5714.
Same for me. I might be there. I might not.
I hate
don't
yellow
know.
so much.
Huh?
I'm definitely gonna be there.
Yeah, that's the problem with my flight school sucking so much is I can't sign up for anything. I have no clue what I'll be scheduling.
I don't know. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. I could be in another state. I might be down the road tonight.
Roger.
Hmm.
Oh, I need to test my Metro ATIS profiles tonight. I'm not sure if I'll have ATIS tomorrow, but I probably will.
So what positions are open?
Let me.
I think they got D21 and 77.
Oh, 77. Well, we
Ah,
could do. We need
They could
another.
also
Low,
always add more positions if they need.
no, yeah, we do need it. We need another low split, and we could do it with another D21 as well. Preferably the D21 first, splitting up the feeders.
What are the odds that service no shows?
Yeah, I was like, service probably gonna no-show. Jade might have to leave after like an hour.
He's kind of a genius in the way positions are.
Then just Adam will have tower on his own. Billy.
That's gonna be so much fun.
Adam, if you get tower on your own, I will do everything in my power to get home if I'm not home, and I will relieve you.
No, just do the other conflict.
I
Yeah.
you have no clue how much I would kill to be able to work
That
in
is
Metro
fair.
Tower during the peak event by myself.
I get
That
bullied
sounds
so
like a
much.
life.
It actually sounds like a lot of fun.
What's supposed to be happening?
Alright, Mike, a metro, please.
Especially
So, if Metro is getting full staff, I may as well go to D21 so I can get traffic.
I would if split local looked like, but not yet.
The four-way ground split.
How far are these arrivals? Pretty far. Lauren, do you want to get on like Ypsilanti? Or
No, I don't think anyone.
Why don't you wanna get on Willow Run Top?
Because there's literally no point to Willow Run.
Free out.
sure.
There's no point to Willow Run Airport.
Manual handoffs to Adam.
No thanks.
I'll get on Willow Run Tower.
Roger.
Actually, I think they're closed.
Yeah,
Or is it
Everything.
Willow? I thought Willow Run is continuous.
It might be actually. I know Detroit City is, and I think Pontiac might.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Detroit Tower. Sorry, Metro Tower.
You want Metro Tower?
Potentially.
There's actually a departure and
Yes, I do.
that far.
South flow, no traffic. Your control ST.
Thank you.
Sleeping is continuous.
Alright, Austin, I'm up 28-12.
I'd feel bad for Lauren if I moved.
Fantastic.
There's not that big of a reason for you to be on Cleveland departure if you don't want to be.
You know, Pontiac is actually really fun to work.
Oh, there's actually someone leaving from Lakefront. So, unlike the Akron guy, he might actually be me.
I do like satellite ops.
What would go wrong if I worked D21 satellite?
Probably a lot.
Right.
Adam, let me read your tickets. I'd like to know where you are in progression.
I still need to do South Sat.
Have you run Northflow Sat, Adam?
Yeah, that's the first one that
I love Northflow Sat. Because
Had
you
to-
get to point out to Cleveland Tower for Cuyahoga Wrangles.
He had me pointing out to the park.
That's might be an issue because that's tower space.
Bring that up with them.
For Zonia, right?
What?
The IF for the RNF6 and the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tower space. It shouldn't be departure.
That's what Ashar told me.
Nah, sure does what you
That it,
say.
that's. Eh.
You're gonna be the best damn radar controller the world's ever seen.
If I can ever get past Sat, Jesus.
Hey, it took Consolati like 6 sessions. I think you'll be good. Took me 3, I think.
Oh, a satellite?
Yeah. Just
Oh.
satellite, it took Consolati like 6.
Damn.
And then he got pushed back to Buffalo and did another set, and then they were like, why did you go back to Buffalo? Because he worked Chippewa sector of Great Lakes during some event. I don't even know. Apparently Lasco thought he did 4, so he's like, go back to Buffalo. And then he did fine. The website needs a dark mode.
Bring that up with the web map.
I'm doing that right now.
So 1930 is 4:30 Eastern, right?
1930?
Something?
As
Something
in
like that?
1930 Zulu?
Yeah.
No, it's 3:30. I think that's when we're starting the brief. The arrivals, I don't think, start until 20.
Who knows?
Okay.
Take the Malcolm approach. No, never mind.
We're GMT -4 right now on the East Coast.
Yeah, North Carolina sucks. Just had to say that.
It's actually where I want to move.
Funny.
Well, if you want to work for Envoy, I guess.
Who? Did you say for Envoy?
Aiden,
Or whoever else will work out of Charlotte.
My hope is in Denver, so I don't want to be anywhere near Charlotte.
I'm in Jacksonville right now.
Good old Memphis, Tennessee. There's nothing funny about what I said.
Oh no, that I found that 100% amusing, actually.
There's nothing funny about what I just said, Austin.
Good barbecue.
You gonna take away my cert now?
No.
He's not at liberty to do that, but I am.
Oh.
I don't know, that one Metro Tower session really produced a good Metro control.
It did actually. At least I think it did. I think you're a good controller. I could be wrong.
I can move some plane.
Can you? How stressed were you working tower by yourself?
Not that stressed.
Okay.
Until I started feeling poorly. Cause I was just non-stop talking for 2 hours.
That's when you have to like chug a water at the end of a session, that's how you know it was good.
Then I took like a 5-minute break and I was fine.
Why do I do so much of your messenger? And us.
Cause you were the only time that worked.
Then Shar's been doing all of your S.
It should bug Dylan.
But let me guess, you both are using V stars, right?
I'm using Star.
I was a bit upset when you told me you were using VRC for one of them.
I don't know, Ashar said that I should use it.
Hang on, who's this who's just spawned outside of Cleveland?
What's happening at Cleveland?
There seemed to be an aircraft spawned, like, onto the final approach path.
That's the departure path, whatever.
Hey, look who it is. It's
Okay.
Ash.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
She's about to be busting the Bravo.
Gotta do that stupid violator thing in the scratch pad.
Oh,
November
something-
9er 8, 1, 8, and 9er Cleveland Tower, go ahead.
Is that Discord?
Yeah, that was.
Oh, I think I accidentally.
You did the same thing I did.
Hey, Growl, Delta 5714, we're ready for taxi information, Charlie.
Thank God. Delta 5714, runway 21 right, taxi via Gulf. Victor Mike, cross runway 27 right on Gulf.
Alright, 21 right via Golf, Victor Mike, cross runway 27 right from Golf for Delta 5714.
Look at that, I got him pumped up.
West.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got Delta 5714 pumped up and ready to fly, so expect a good
Roger.
attitude from it.
If you don't have a good attitude, I'm letting me.
What?
Huh?
Did you just speak a foreign language? What was that?
It's been a long
It sounded like it. Like, I don't even know what you just said, but like, okay.
Where did Ash spawn? Like, she'd spawned right off the departure.
Can you recreate whatever you said?
Are you gonna put it in quote wall?
Yes.
What?
It was incredible.
I think I said it if I
So, Adam, this guy actually is in a pissy mood, so just so you know.
So you lied to.
No, I'm kidding.
I'll change his attitude before he gets to center, because I'll send him the wrong way around Albuquerque.
Send him
Yeah,
to Heathrow.
he better fix his attitude then, huh?
Laura, make sure you pick up that track.
Oh, right.
Your radar tower.
I'll turn his ass right around.
Yeah. No, I mean, Dylan did remind me to do that. I did it for a couple, but he's just like, just get in the habit for it. Like, it's not that important. Get in the habit for it, especially for radar.
Yes, do that.
Would appreciate it.
Because then Gavin has to hand you off the truck. That made no sense. Never mind.
And I also do have to
Gavin at
hand
Lakefront.
off to Gavin for landing at Lakefront. So, wait, is Lakefront Tower still open till midnight?
It's continuous, I think.
Ah, damn.
Hey,
Let me-
Adam, do I get blanket crossing runway 27 right?
I'd hope so. The runway's closed.
Well, I was check. You're the
have
boss
the
up there.
Adam.
I just want to make sure I have it.
Yeah.
No, Lakefront is 20. You don't have to deal with her. Lakefront Tower's closed this time.
Is it really?
They close at 11.
I thought they were
Uncontrolled
continuous.
field op.
No. She's not IFR, is she?
Oh, never mind.
VFR.
She can get flight falling for like 2 seconds.
Okay. Do you just want her to have flight following just so you can talk to her?
No, it's okay. Oh, if Lakefront's closed, then I gotta give this dude a release.
No, Lakefront is closed. Tower's closed. Yeah.
Oh, alright. I recommend you listen to my frequency so you can hear what a release sounds like.
I know what a release sounds.
I would hope so.
Hold on.
But what I'm not gonna do is issue the heading because every sit out of Lakefront goes 350. So if he doesn't do it, I'm giving him the number.
Alright, I should be listening to your frequency if it can reach that far.
Should.
Hey, Adam, do you want flight strips?
No thanks.
Okay.
I don't live a flight strips kind of life anymore.
Delta 5714, contact tower on 128.12. Have a good night.
128.12, you have a good night as well. See ya, Delta 5714.
At least Detroit approaches it on so they don't do that stupid Browns flash.
Browns one.
Flashing Browns are also stepping over T21.
Forget that every time.
Yeah, yours from me, Adam.
What's up?
I sent you a present.
Oh, the flight strip?
I sure did. Yeah.
No thanks.
Oh, then could you send it back down to me then?
No, you don't need it anymore.
Yeah, I do because he needs some guy left his wallet at the gate. He needs to go back to the gate.
That's too bad. He can have fun. He can deal with that in Lexington.
No.
One of the pilots is missing. They gotta go back and get him.
Hey, what do you mean I have a VFR guy? Right.
He's gonna go back to the gate. Yeah, I don't even know what the heck that is.
Air China.
Is that Air China?
Uh huh.
Mmm. Do they?
It's
do they
gonna
fly
be
to
one
Detroit?
of those nights. No, I don't think they do.
I've never seen an Air China at Detroit before.
Hey, make sure he's cleared into the ramp while you're at it.
Yeah, want me to give him his clearance stand on the ramp right now? They're trying to 126 Metro ground. Cleared
Nice
to park
Discord.
at the gates. Or, I mean, cleared to spawn in at the gates at Metro. I had to give him his spawn clearance.
She's below the Bravo, so she's below the Bravo, and the Delta's closed. So
So if the Delta's closed, what's it revert to?
Echo.
Very good. That was my flight
So,
instructing of the
yeah.
night.
What's the phraseology for when a delta shifts to echo? Do you know? I don't feel like looking it up.
When ATC closes it,
Yeah.
I believe they just say something like class echo airspace now in effect, and clearance can be on whatever the approach frequency is, and that's it.
Seems like a lot of work.
Lauren, aircraft northeast, full stop, I think.
I got it.
I don't have the track and not cleared in the Bravo.
Up there.
Just pretend I did.
Nuber. Yeah, Nuber 4. The Nuber 4. Oh god.
If I'm observing and I bring up someone's flight plan, will it change as it gets amended, or do I have to reload it?
It's not gonna let you.
Lapdex.
No, I mean like if the actual clearance delivery person changes it, like if Austin changes it.
Well,
No, it just update.
What changes what?
If you mess with some flight plan and the side an observer was on it, it wouldn't mess with anything. That's what's up.
Like if an observer was looking at it, and then I
Yeah.
edit it and stuff?
Yeah, like would it automatically refresh for me, or do I have to open it again?
It should automatically refresh for you. I mean, like, Adam, I don't know how you were doing it. I don't know if you were checking my flight plans when I was doing the training. If you were like looking at it when I hit amend.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It just updated.
Oh, and it
Okay,
just
cool.
updates? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't too sure if it does that, like, just updates on
Which it would be a little bit different because I was on a controlling position, but it should update.
Okay. Yeah, because observers can't edit any of that.
Right. I'm just like playing along and amending it myself on the side to make sure I get it right.
Ah,
I hope I got it right.
you did. Just remember to take the directs out.
The what?
yeah, just clean up the flight plan.
Yeah, clean it up. Take all the directs out. That November, whatever, all that malarkey. Take that out too.
Yeah, all the step climbs on Florida routes are going to be ridiculous. They asked-
The remarks?
I'm
in
making
there?
a mess.
No, not the remarks. Like in the actual flight plan. Like the direct and all that.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't need to have
he
like the
doesn't have a
DCT in
direct
there.
on mine.
Oh yeah, because I took it out.
Oh, you I was
Just
like,
make
I was
sure.
like, what are
Yeah,
you
just
talking
make
about?
sure to take. Yeah, just make sure to take them.
Okay. Are you messing with my flight plans? I know I'm clearance delivery.
I'm not messing with your flight plans. I just took the direct.
Yeah, stop messing with my flight plans. Thank you for cleaning that up.
Oh, who's this Lima Alpha 126 guy? No.
Sound good.
Okay, he's not who I thought he might be. Good.
So like on this guy at Detroit, really you're just looking on the route, at least you're just looking for APDAX and the Nuber 4.
And the correct Sid, but yes, you're looking
Yeah, I mean,
for
yeah,
it.
they can be. Yeah, actually, that is an LOA as well. All the Toronto departures must be
that's-
Zetter 3 sick bay.
Right. Yeah, I looked it up and saw the LOA for Nuber 4.
The one I remember that Nuber is for Uber fast, so for jets, and Macbo is for props. So that's how I try to remember it.
Hey, Austin.
Is flight level 220 the restriction for Toronto?
210.
220?
210.
One.
Oh, it's 2-1 to Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to be at an odd for going that direction anyway.
I was just about to ask if you cleared him already.
No, he hasn't called in yet.
Right.
Wait, is that Air China to Toronto?
It sure is.
Uh-huh.
Detroit to Toronto in Air China.
Roger.
Air Chinchilla.
Approved as requested.
Hmm.
10-4. Roger.
Yeah, Mike, you might want to direct him back to his country.
Yikes.
Could you imagine Beijing to Toronto with a layover in Detroit?
I mean, that's probably a thing Northwest offered back in the day.
I mean,
That's
Northwest
offers,
Northwest did flights to Amsterdam out of Memphis before, and then
Oh yeah, they used to have a mini kind of a hub out of Memphis, but
I know, and then Delta
well, they
just said
inherited.
no. And like, all we have is flights to Atlanta and Metro.
Is the IDS gonna be worked on or whatever so that it actually displays the altitudes?
I'm not the webmaster.
Okay.
We're not the webmaster. I don't know.
Well, because like for all of them, they always come up as any altitude, but like that's clearly not the case.
Some of it's hard because on one hand we don't want like our new S1s to be confused and think that like Newark needs to be 330 because it's a center concept. But then there's some like Metro to O'Hare, which like you do need to know as a ground controller. So I can bring it up.
Some of them are soft, some of them are hard restrictions, basically.
Oh, okay.
Like O'Hare, like Cleveland from, or not Cleveland, O'Hare arrivals on the Watson get 3-4 for the crossing. Like, you can send them higher out of Cleveland, but like it might not do them any good. But like all the windy arrivals via the smooth transition have to get to 8-0.
Yeah.
And yeah, that saw in Gavin's quick reference chart, they do have the altitude restrictions that you need to know.
I put in a pretty good altitude chart in training chat that's been sent. So. It's got most of the ones you want.
Yeah. I prefer to use the QRC because I have it up for my ROTP fixed.
Finally, this guy's calling.
Detroit Ground, Air China 126, radio check, how do you read?
Air China 126, Metro Ground, I read you 5
Why
by
are we
5.
already on 165 CID?
Air China 126 with information Charlie, radio copy IFR clearance to Toronto Pearson.
Air China 126, clear to Toronto Airport via the Zetter 3
Yeah.
departure, Tanko
That's
transition,
what I said when I
then
had
as
one a couple
filed.
days ago.
Climb via SID. Expect flight level 210, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is going to be
must be flying in Europe and not
119.87.
here.
Squawk 4102.
No, some dude's on the ground that
Toronto Pearson via Zetter 3 departure, Tanko transition, then as filed, climb via the SID, climb maintain 210 after 10 minutes, departure is 119.87, squawk 4102, Air China 126.
Shit.
I had to deal with one. That was interesting. At Pittsburgh.
Air Channel 126, read back correct. Advise when ready to
He
taxi,
said
expect
some
runway
questionable things on frequency.
22 left for departure.
Oh no.
Roger, we'll advise when ready to taxi, and we'll push back as pilot discretion. Air Channel 126.
Because I definitely told him to push back at pilot
And
discretion.
expect runway 22 left.
It doesn't he need clearance to push back on a taxiway?
On Tequilo, he does. I noticed you didn't do that during your sessions, and I just didn't make a note of.
Air Channel
I don't know
126,
why.
I'm actually
Seems like
gonna need
something
you
I'll do,
to
though.
request pushback clearance onto a taxiway.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, I was expecting that. Yeah, Air Channel 126, we request pushback and startup.
Like, do not like push on the kilo under any circumstances. Just throw that in the fucking native.
Are we really working departures? out of
Yeah, I
Metro as
might
well?
actually put that.
There
on
will be departures out of Metro.
Oh, just what I want. Okay.
I mean, like, we'll have departures out of Metro, and then there's going to be departures later on the night going to Minneapolis.
I am not staying on for the Minneapolis.
I'm staying on for Minneapolis.
I'll see how I
Either-
feel. I
yeah.
might stay on.
I'll definitely be there for Minneapolis.
Detroit Ground, Air Channel 126, we currently at Bravo 8. We request pushback and startup.
Indianapolis offline for exchange program.
Or
Air Channel 126, push and start approved face north.
Discord.
Jesus. Air Channel
Well, you
126,
could at least read
push
it back
and
if you heard
start
it all.
approved face north.
Freak exchange proved. Cost.
Roger, pushback approved, face north, Air Channel 126.
I blame the sweatbox trainings.
I should not blame that.
For the past like 3 days, I haven't been doing anything other than holding alt.
Alt? Roger.
I'll blame my loose push to talk button, because sometimes it will knock into the Discord one as well.
Listen to this departure release. It's gonna be gold.
I can't hear your frequency again.
Okay, how did this guy depart out of Midway and he's not under control by anyone in Chicago?
Uncontrolled fuel ops is the best.
I think I said the wrong thing.
He didn't read back, but whatever.
Oh yeah, I said if not off in 10 minutes, but it was in 5, whatever.
I don't. He can do it. Lakefront doesn't have any arrivals, so it doesn't really matter. Also, the Akron Kent guy called for clearance a few minutes ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, only like 4 hours after he connected, jeez.
Yeah, right.
I can't take this Air Canada guy anymore.
They're really a
Detroit Ground, Air Channel 126, request taxi.
Seriously?
Goddamn. Air Channel 126, runway 22 left, taxi via Kilo. Cross runway 27 right on Kilo.
Taxi to runway 22 left via Kilo, cross runway 26 right via Kilo, Air Channel 126.
Turning, is he? Oh, there you go.
I don't even think he's in the right.
Hold on. Turn.
He's starting his turn.
No way.
I was like, otherwise he's gonna bust my airspace.
There's no way.
But he's not maintaining 2,000, so I don't know which.
It's not. Okay, now he's down to 2,000. He did bust it.
Vectoring him around because I don't know what fix I am meant to do this. Ale.
How's that for the ATIS?
What's up?
How what? How's that for the ATIS?
What do you mean?
Like at the end there, the remarks.
Tell him. I'd say call for a push onto Kilo. Don't trust pilots to read the ATIS, you still need to tell them.
Oh no. Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, I know that, but just so like they're aware first.
No.
We should definitely
Still
know.
tell them.
No.
Like, pilots should know movement and non-movement marking area boundaries. Not all
You're dealing with VATSIM
will have
pilots.
that. No, yes, we are dealing with VATSIM pilots. It's just the problem. I would absolutely love it if all the pilots understood how to push at their own discretion, taxi at their own discretion, hold short of the movement area, call with their spot number. I would love it.
Yeah, that guy actually said he was expecting the contact when ready to push onto the taxiway. So he was
A
expecting.
lot of
that.
people will just
He's
say
probably
that.
flown at Metro before.
Yeah.
He probably has. Yeah.
I don't know if this is this one guy. I used to have this guy who used to fly this Chinese low-cost air carrier out of Metro, and it was kind of a weird thing. But, like, I don't know if it's the same guy. But, like, you know, great. I love, like, this guy from China just flying a Chinese airline in the U.S. Awesome.
It might
That
be the
also
same guy.
knows how to fly.
Yeah, that's the best part. He actually knows how to fly.
Yeah.
You're trying to win. What the? I
Nice
need.
try.
Swear to God. Air Channel 126, contact tower 128.12. Have a good night.
Contact Tower 128.125, Air Channel 126, good day.
What's this Delta Foxtrot Oscar guy's call sign?
To follow.
To follow, right. I knew he put it in his thing, but forget it.
I don't want to see a flight strip, eh? No, thank you.
Is Air China 126 on Zeter?
Ah,
You should be on the Zetter.
Yeah, he's on the Zitter.
Zeter, Zeter, whatever.
Zero.
I'm pretty sure it's named after David Zetter. It's the hockey ones. I know the hockey.
I don't like anything Red Wings, so.
I like don't know the Wings much. I just happen to know these names because I was around the names as a kid.
Gotcha.
Never a Red Wings fan myself, but just happen to know a lot of the name. Also, who just doesn't
Cheater
know
Team
where you have-
and Cheater Arena.
Well, Cheater Arena is no more. It's now Caesar Arena. I'm gonna have to make some sort of joke tomorrow about, like, contact delivery for $5 hot and ready's, now $6. Like, I would love that.
I don't know why, but once an hour, VATSIM just disconnects on me.
Sounds like that's something.
The only time mine ever has done that was during my training today.
It will happen often during busy events. Like, it might happen during Transcom. It might have just
Oh, really?
time. Yeah, like, usually it's solved by switching to the West server or whatever.
Oh.
It's usually when there's just some sort of stupid event.
Alright, Roger, I'm gonna control on the Singapore server tomorrow.
Well, please fly from me, boy. Swear to God, if he doesn't. Oh my God.
Oh no. He's flying the... Oh, he's actually flying the Vector, which is kind of hilarious.
Gavin's gonna have fun with that.
Yeah.
That's why I cry myself to sleep. Normally, you'd have to give a reason for the Vector, but I don't care. He doesn't.
Well, the reason for Vector is he's an idiot.
Yes. Vector for
Vector's
pilot.
for not listening to me.
Holy crap! How did 9-8 Papa make it to 250 already?
Challengers are crazy.
Yeah. It's like a CRJ, but...
He won't even
smaller.
turn heading 210. Are you kidding me?
I advise you disconnect from the network or I'm gonna be forced to dot wallop you.
I went and got one, but I don't know what's.
There he goes. He's continuing his turn.
I don't even care what he does. Whatever. Do what you.
He probably will still bust the load.
Cleared visual approach runway 24 right.
Just make sure he doesn't have lakefront in sight.
That's a VATSIM pilot thing to do, have the wrong airport.
Wasn't there a day there were like 3 people who landed at lakefront when they were supposed to land at Cleveland? Just like, what the hell?
That's called controlling at.
I wasn't
What's he
listening.
doing now?
Oh.
What'd you say?
I said I only gave him the ILS from Leroy because I didn't want to vector him, and I ended up vectoring him anyway.
He's, yeah, not having a great time trying to do this.
What is the Cleveland Tower? L?
Right on 120. Good lord.
Dot 5.
Oh, it's all joining the party with transmitting on Discord.
Hey Mike, I'm gonna close.
Copy.
Nothing's happening in the Tracon. You have Cleveland Tower. The guy on Akron has a clearance, but I don't know what his deal is anymore.
Okay, I'll worry about him.
Okay, you're control.
Mike Trusty.
Is
What's up?
I swear.
Roger.
Yeah, my little I think I still have Air China 126 like kind of selected because it shows up in my box.
Yeah, just press escape.
Yeah, it shows them as 230, which I really hope is not the case.
Better not.
Because he's going to Toronto.
No, it's 210.
Oh, okay. It's in the little box of arrivals and departures.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about Air China?
Yeah, I probably clicked on him before I amended the flight. In there, so. I mean, he should be. I hope he doesn't go up to 230.
Did you tell him?
I told him
I
210.
gave him a right turn direct Zetter. He's on me.
Okay.
Yeah, I took him off the departure.
Shortcut, cleared direct the gate.
Yep.
Landing will be at your own discretion. Use caution.
The departure gate.
Departure from the ramp will be at your own discretion.
No! The gate out of the Tracon.
Hey, can you
fly helicopter to Malacio?
can you tell Delta 2285 to go ahead and just land on Yankee so then I can get him to the gate faster?
No.
It was worth a shot.
You're gonna land 2-1 left. You can roll him to Julia and ramp via Julia.
Yeah, the ramp via Juliet's pretty quick. Or sidestep is an option too. Or if they're on the other side. Actually, it's not.
I'm not gonna tell him anything. He's gonna vacate where he wants to vacate. There's an operational advantage for telling him to vacate on Julia.
Cross couple with tower and ground, so I can just tell people.
Is that even GA parking right there?
Hmm?
Is that the South GA ramp right there?
No clue.
Or is that just
That's
it
just.
better not be a de-icing pad.
Yeah, I don't.
We're Information Delta.
Thank.
TV on 35 now on Delta X-ray radio check.
November 359er Delta X-ray. Is Metro Ground. I read you 5x5.
Roger, thanks. I'm just testing out the SIM update 10 beta, just making sure I can connect to VATSIM still.
Watch him get off now.
Huh?
Watch him disconnect now. He said he was testing the SIM update 10 to see if he could still, yeah, to see if he could still connect to VATSIM. Yeah, that was the runway 22 left the icing pad that he was on. Well, actually, no, the central de-ice facility. Actually,
There are sometimes stands on some people's sims there. There used to be a terminal there.
I love it when they spawn on a de-icing pad.
I like how in Air Canada once just spawned in like on the old Smith terminal and just like actually requested pushback onto Victor, and I'm like, thank you so much for just not pushing onto Victor, just however you felt like it, just because that's just an old area.
So I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Also, Austin runway T7 right is super handy for taxi. So just like, yeah, it's almost always closed. Just make sure that the advertising agencies don't have to worry about it. Just get people a taxi on it.
Can scratch pads be only one, or I mean, what the, three characters?
I think so. Should.
Okay. Because I see on your here you have the ILS one left.
Mike did that, but yeah.
Oh, Mike did that.
Oh, is it not
Yeah.
left anymore?
How what? No, I was just wondering if 3 was the max
Oh, wait,
character.
it's also after midnight, so you should be in reverse ops at Metro as well.
Boo-hoo.
Reverse what?
I screwed up my V8's profiles that had my reverse ops midnight operations at Metro. I'm so sad.
Oh, is it departing south, landing north?
Probably mostly just using 4 left and 2 left, honestly, or 4 right in. Like that's your main runway you're going to be using. Oh. Oh
Didn't tell him
no!
to get on Juliet. But he did. You
Look
lucky.
who spawned at my UPS ramp.
Cobra 2-1. Yeah, you have fun with.
Yeah. Hang on, aircraft not found. He's gone.
72285 Detroit ground. I think we're on Victor off of 21 left.
He's not on Victor. Delta 2285.
Juliet.
Metro ground. Taxi via
Did you want
Juliet,
one, Juliet?
to parking.
Juliet to parking. Actually,
No.
could we get progressive taxi Delta 2285? This is my first time here.
He needs progressive. He needs progressive taxi to taxi down Juliet to the ramp. Yep.
You know what? Give me a second. I'll do it.
Continue taxi straight ahead, and you will get to the ramp.
Taxi straight ahead to the ramp, Delta 2285, thanks.
He called in saying, "I think we're on Victor."
ATL controller. I don't know.
Yeah, he called in. He's yeah, Metro Ground. We're on Victor. I think we're on Victor. Yeah, no.
Did you tell him to start moving?
Yeah, I gave him his clearance.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Or his instructions. Yeah, he was like, I was like, yeah, taxi via Juliet to parking. He's like, could I get a progressive taxi?
Unable due to workload.
Yeah, Delta 2285, yeah. Unable due to heavy workload.
No, just say due to workload.
There's... Yeah, I don't know if you noticed this, but I got a lot of planes down here on the ground to keep track of. I can't be giving them a progressive taxi. So we got... Watch him turn or something like that's gonna be the best thing. Delta 2285, you should be coming up to the south terminal parking right now.
I've got it, thank you, Delta 2285. See ya, good night.
Do you think he just picked the closest available gate to stop at?
Prob.
Like I swear to, he barely turned off a Juliet to park. Oh man.
Oh, good. The FA team's doing pattern work. I don't have to talk to him.
Yeah, you don't have to talk to him. He seems relatively competent. So far.
I think I'm gonna get log off here at 11:30 my time.
Cool. So
15 minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
at the half hour.
I will get off with you.
Same.
Same.
So all Cleveland's closing at.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, all Cleveland is closing at 30.
Did just read back to 8 right. We don't have one of them at Cleveland. Oh, this guy's gonna miss it. Oh no, he's got
What, the Air Canada?
cover too. Oh no, this Cobra 2-1 guy just floated a ridiculous effect. It's just making me do an overhead break now.
Unable to do the work.
I had to look it up, but I've just remembered how to do it. I don't know if I ever cleared break. He cleared himself. I don't know. I just told him, gave him break over the numbers, report break.
Just declaring a mayday.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no.
Alright, Mike, what's up with this Jazz 910 guy?
He lost both engines.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I have to deal with him?
Oh, Jesus
Well,
Christ.
you just gotta tell him clear to land and hope he makes the field.
He's not gonna make it. Pick up the red phone.
9 left open?
Oh god. Sure, if he wants 9 left, you can give him. Whatever he wants. It's okay.
Open it up. Change the ATIS, Austin.
East flow.
I swear to God. Departing runways 9 left and 22 left.
Let's go, Ella.
Okay,
So he lost both engines.
yeah, he lost both and
And he wants to land here.
What I
And here, Mike, if this guy's landing 9 left, you could throw, what's it called, the Air Canada, you could throw him in for 2-2 right, and that wouldn't be an issue.
Oh, okay, yep.
Adam, you're calling the emergency services. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Oh, nice.
So which run rate did you want Air Canada 2945 to get now?
Nine left. They were looking at.
And Detroit, you can close back down 9 left. He got his engines back and is climbing back up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ow. Like, that's
Nice.
crazy.
He got his engines back.
Says it had something to do with the APU, which didn't make sense, but
Why is he messing with his APU at 40,000 feet?
Do what you could. It'll all be in the tapes.
I totally just realized Metro Tower just left.
Yeah, Metro Tower disappeared.
Oops.
Never had the internet kicked out or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was a, it looked like a Cessna 152 took out the tower cab.
How are you okay then?
I was actually downstairs getting some dinner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I lost it on my radar though, so I'm gonna have to do this by visuals. There's no way. Oh, both engines back online.
So, okay.
Oh, is he a text only?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
As soon as he lands, I'm gonna be logging off.
Okay, as soon as I get him to the gate, I'm logging off.
I have to figure out what keeps disconnecting me. It's something to do with my firewall, I believe.
Lima Alpha 126 Cleveland Tower. Don't have a flight plan on file for you. Can you file, please?
Nope, can't.
Oops.
Wait, what did you want me to do? File
I
flight plan?
just... No, not yet. I had my turn to accidentally talk on Discord.
Alright, Tower's back. So it looks like he survived the wreck.
Wait, what? The Air Canada's somewhere?
Apparently a Cessna crashed into the tower.
Yeah, a Cessna 152 crashed into the tower cab as soon as you went offline, so...
What?
I assumed you were dead.
Just
I'm so
being
confused.
hyperbolic.
Because Tower went offline.
It's being a dumbass. Both.
Okay.
Jazz 910 survived. You got both engines back, and he's climbing to 330.
Good! Oh, he's climbing just to descend. Roger.
Yeah, you know, because when both engines go out and you can restart them, you want to immediately continue your journey.
Man, I want to have someone land 9 left.
Yeah, I love how that makes sense. Oh, my engines are good now. We're just gonna keep going. Completely disregard what just happened.
Mike, are you getting off?
I am. I'm just about to make that announcement.
Okay. I'm closed then as well.
I'm about to close once he gets to the gate.
I close.
He was just sitting on the runway for a brief second there.
It's okay, he flies with an Xbox control.
Another center session survived.
Barely.
Okay, and if I want to control tomorrow, I gotta be here at 2:30, correct?
2:30 your time. Yes.
My time, okay.
Yeah, because that's your central, right? Yeah, your Dallas.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited to work tower for 4 hours by myself.
This is assuming service doesn't show up. Which
He has a history.
he has a history.
And I have a history of having to work.
Jaden might end up having been to work the other tower, but he'll leave like after an hour probably.
Is the Delta Gate like the
That's
D?
the south terminal.
That's the north terminal.
Oh, D
What?
gates?
They say Delta Gate. They probably mean the north terminal unless they mean the Delta airline. Then that's
No, like the letter
He's an
D.
air-
It could be confusing.
Yeah, he's in Air Canada. Send him up to the north.
Yeah, they're north terminal.
North.
It's Delta and like any Sky Team kind of thing to the south terminal, so like Northwest or Air France, KLM. Alpacas are getting sent there tomorrow.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, we're gonna send them to the south terminal just because it'll be easier.
Oh. I thought you said the north terminal. Never mind.
No, south.
Oh, I can't wait for people. Oh, I have to taxi guys. Never mind. I'm not excited.
No, you probably won't have to taxi, guys.
No, I do. To the north.
No crap.
No, you don't.
Yeah, Tower owns.
No.
Tower
No.
owns that.
They do, but you won't have to give everybody to ground. Have everybody go Quebec and Juliet or Tango. Just have everybody go end around. Just don't have anybody cross the place.
I can manage that. That's
I hate crossing the runways. This is the thing. I don't like doing it. I send everybody end around. Universally, though, people who try and cross it Romeo are hated. You can go back to Victor, sure, but like if you try and cross it Romeo, just like what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, Romeo is not a taxiway that you should ever use.
No.
Never ever.
I use
never,
Romeo.
Ever. Yeah, you used
During
it once,
training.
and I told you off for it.
Yeah, you completely yelled at me for that.
I didn't yell at you. I
Yes,
just
you
said to
did.
not do
That left a scar in my memory there. Like that is something I'll never do again because ooh, Adam yelled at me.
I did not yell at you.
Alright, I'm out, guys. Catch you later.
2 hours of doing mostly nothing for my first night on tower. I had an F-16 fail to do a pattern.
F-18.
You're right, F-18.
I could probably do it.
He he did a low approach the first time round, and he's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna need a bit break, and then like he started lining up for 2-4 left, and like it confirmed 2-4 left, 2-4 right. And it's like
Change to
really
2-4 right,
did
run my
break.
2-4 right,
Just
clear
like,
for
I
the.
kind of need to go around. And I'm like, all right, go around in the. I'll just like make a right downwind on my 2-4 right. Port break. And like he kind of fucked up his brake every time. He was trying to do a brake maneuver. So.
I don't know. Whenever I'm flying the F-16 and I do low approaches, I always do like a climbing turn into the downwind.
Yeah. The thing was, he wasn't like doing any climbing turn into a crosswind or downwind or anything. Like he just climbed straight ahead and then started his pattern and didn't start descending until he was on final.
Oh, I don't even do crosswind. I just turn all the way around to.
Yeah, like he should just crank it around or down. It's your jet, like.
Yeah,
he was
I mean,
2 or 3. Every time he was like 2 or 3 miles off the end of the runway, and then giving himself like a mile or mile and a half final each time, maybe 2. This guy didn't really know how to do it. Like
I don't know. I kind of.
one of his breaks, he like ended up at like 4,300, and I'm just like, what are you doing, my dude? Like, he wasn't ever at high during his actual pattern. When
Like
he's
I
taking off
could
it, you have to land full stop.
I could take the F-16 into the pattern. I just don't feel like doing that in a network because I tried to do it. I tried to do it earlier, and in the climbing turn, I crashed into the ground. I banked too much, and then I descended into the ground, and then I hit the ground. It was not fun. In Afterburner.
I love getting a lag spike right before I touch down, so I get like a negative 1,000 feet per minute.
I can grease it on in the F-16, not gonna lie.
Are you closing up, Austin? We're all closed.
I'm like just about like as soon as he gets to his gate, I'm like, peace out.
Well, you could just tell him monitor advisor we're closing.
Too much work.
Usually what happens when the last aircraft comes in, I'll give them taxi instructions and then to monitor advisory that the tower crab is closing. Because usually I'll be the last one to close if that happens, because they'll have to give the taxi instruction.
Yeah. Ground's always the last one to close, isn't it?
Usually.
Oh my god.
Except then, like, at midnight, Metro Tower is taking over ground and tower combined, usually. Or, 11:30 or that. I don't know if that happens. But it happens sometimes. It happens sometimes. Which I wanted to do tonight, but, like, I didn't really, wind up doing it. But I'll definitely do it at Metro. There's more room to taxi.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
Me too, see ya.
The general aircraft Metro ground is now closed. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.